What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Manchester United Football Manager 2022 series. Thanks for the support on the series and big love to the Patreon family supporting the channel. Always greatly appreciated. So, I wanted to start on this screen. Normally, we start on the fixtures, the results, but I mentioned this. So, this did have a bit of build-up. Tuchel got sacked from Chelsea, has been replaced by the great man himself, Zinedine Zidane. Will be very interesting to see where Chelsea go from here. They are struggling at the moment, but if we go over to the Premier League table, it is probably too late in the season where his job is going to be, judged. To be fair, if he go real hard, could probably still make Europe, could probably sneak into Europa League, and I think the board would be very happy with that. But if he doesn't make it, just guessing what his kind of expectations would be from the board. And another big one, of course, was Simeone at Inter. So both clubs here, going pretty quick to get their new men in. And then Favre has taken over at Inter, which, I like both managers with new takeovers, fresh starts. It's always, I always like watching that or seeing how it goes in a save, because especially when it's one of the teams in your league, like Chelsea, and then Inter, Favre maybe can rebuild them a bit, or continue building them and see how they go in Europe in the Champions League. We just see how everything links now. We didn't really notice this earlier, but now we're taking a look at the managers. Yeah, Joachim Löw, he's been Dortmund's manager, I think. Where we go? We go to the manager's history, and he took over just before the start of the new year, 2022. So he's been there for a bit. They're second in the Bundesliga. So already, that's interesting. Those kind of things, even though it's outside of your club and let alone league for a couple of those teams, it sets the tone for the save as well, because it could impact how they manage those teams, players they don't want. You could take a look, if they're offering anyone out, not wanting anyone anymore, like transfer listing them. It does change the tone. So I like to keep track of that. But if we go over, we just played the Wolves game off camera now. We didn't play the Brentford one yet. Brentford, if we take a look, they're actually 6th in the league. I wanted to play against them here today and, show you, okay, what's going on. So we could kind of split up this next episode because we have no idea. Well, beyond that, we don't know. It's kind of the Premier League season, Premier League games. The last 3 are Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. So you don't know how that's going to go. So what we're going to do for this one, actually, we're going to do Brentford and then Atletico. Bit of anticipation for the next episode to see if we are going through the semi-finals. But I did want to play against Brentford here and see how they're looking and show you guys. And you guys can see how they'll get into the game against us. And while they're fighting for, it might be a bit tricky to get Champions League from here. And probably not. But to hold on to their Europa League spot, which would be big for Brentford. Jadon Sanchez pick up a little injury here, and yes, it is a little injury, just the 1 to 2 days. Probably don't start him here in 2 days. And look at this on Tchouaméni. Every physical attribute is heading in the right direction. The up way. That looks good. Just his whole physical area is going up. And just to see the result that plays out here, Chelsea, let's see, new manager comes in, Zidane, Liverpool, they could be, maybe caught. Yes, and they exactly are. Tony coming in clutch. He's doing more than he probably would have done here for us. Like, seriously. Especially after Chelsea going behind. And now we win against Brentford. Go ahead and do that. Essentially seal the title. So, McTominay is suspended for this one, which we don't mind because we did, that's the last game I played. You put him in, tried to get his yellow card maybe out of the way, or to get another yellow card and get his suspension out of the way. McTominay ahead of this game where I think we should get the victory, but then also, I think, Maguire and Varane have a good connection, which does help. And we were kind of hoping for Bruno as well. I want him to get it out of the way. I want him to get his suspension out of the way before those tough games coming up. Just going back to that again, ideally today he gets a yellow and then he misses Leeds and then he'll be free for, Arsenal, Liverpool and Man City. Will it happen that way? Mbappe, put him on the bench. I don't know. I feel he's not desperately. Maybe for Ronaldo be the super sub. But Greenwood we're trying to just use up top. Show you his development. It's not always directly going up. Some of them are going down a little bit there, but doesn't mean he's dropping in his ability majorly. But yeah, get some form and they'll be back in a positive direction without a doubt. So this team today, obviously we're forced to use Heaton. And De Gea's back in 6 days. So even, Heaton's done his job. Remember that penalty you saved. So Brentford, it's not like they've made any like world-class signings or anything like that. It's just must be in their formation. It's got to be in something. They've picked up this many points. So yeah, carry off the last performance. Yeah, overall pretty strong, that talk. Maybe just see actually what they are. Okay, yeah. Onyeka he got 1 minute in. 1 minute in, he and Tony, 2 cards in the first 5. Okay, take that off, yeah. All right, was that offside there? Wouldn't say it's worthy of a highlight. Once more, we like to encourage early. And let's see, Luke Shaw. He's going to get a throw in, he does. Pogba. Back to Maguire. Come on, we're playing well here. We play a few passes to players by themselves. Like, yeah, we're playing well. But it's like we're playing a nice, smooth, some clean passes, and okay, they ended up clearing it. Bit of a build-up. There's a bit of a build-up on this one. It's Wan-Bissaka now. Wan-Bissaka, good cross. Mbappe, bang. You needed the absolute, one of the stars, like someone like Mbappe or Ronaldo. It just falls to him and, hit that amazing strike. I don't think many others would have been able to do that, even our attackers. It's either him or Ronaldo. Like, I'm not sure if Greenwood would have, Pogba maybe, but in our attack, we've got those stars, so that's the benefit. That's the benefit of having those. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Essentially right after the goal, and Maguire straight at Fernandes. Maguire deals with that. Okay. Heaton goes long. Couldn't quite work out. I remember signing him with United in like FM15 when he was a youngster. The time's flown by. Or the fact we're that many years past that time. Mbappe, perfect. Didn't work out from the cross, but that's again, it was looking for the same thing. And if that's onside, that's an exceptional goal. Yeah, really, really well done. Was just wondering about that. Brentford, they're almost proving like they're not a challenge, or are we? Is our attack too strong for them, basically? Could very well be. So, yeah, Mbappe, yeah. No, Rashford looked onside. Praise. But the fact is, we're not really dominating the game, though, possession-wise. We're preventing Brentford having chances, I guess, but off the stats anyway. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Our Fernandes almost scores. He went very close. And Mbappe keeps it alive. That should be the end of it. And then Bruno Fernandes getting some defending done as well. But this is us playing as a good unit. All right, Greenwood. He's just there to... that's what I mean. This is 10 years plus. At least 10 years of... You could play this save. And Greenwood, you don't need to replace him. Just stick him up top. Don't even mess with the formation too much. Yeah, play... You can maybe still keep a one striker formation. Keep him there and change the surrounds. But, like, just get balls through to him and... it's due to be goals. And Bruno Fernandes, that looked dangerous. He went in late. Mbuemo, he's not really, he's not that defensive type, so always dangerous. And it's 3-0. So, in the end, this game would probably make sense if Brentford weren't having the season they are. You probably would expect us to be playing like this if they were like lower mid-table or in the relegation zone. You're like, this makes sense. But we're doing it even when they're playing good football. And now it's another corner. Bruno Fernandes, and we don't take that. So, Wan-Bissaka to Mbappe, turn him around. That was beautiful. Now, I do think our attack is just simply too good. We just got too many really, really good players there. And I really want to go all the way here. I reckon we can do it season 1. We really want to do it season 1 here. Round off the beta. have our beta first season, and then we get on to a real challenge. Because, yeah, with this Manchester United team is so strong, you should be able to succeed with it if you are a decent manager. So, Chimeni going to come off. Let's bring on Donny, who I believe he and his partner are having a baby now, so massive congratulations to him. I saw that on Twitter, and of course, the first couple tweets, like, replies to him are just Twitter stuff. Like, yeah, I don't even want to repeat it. Big moments in players' lives. So I'm like, if you're a player, don't post, especially if you're a Man United player. Like, there's just going to be trash. There was this OnlyFans girl talking, saying stuff like that, which I don't think he can have too much merit. And now Luke Thomas, he's always good to bring in for Luke Shaw. And yeah, if we were going to play this long term, I'd maybe consider getting the 36 mil is a lot from our next season's budget though, even though it's 118, but he's English, he's homegrown. He'd be really good for that reason. He's only 20. And yeah, I think he would be a really good option if you were looking for a backup left back for Manchester United. I think he would be a good target. If money is not really an issue and you're happy with your current squad, yeah, I think he's a good get. And he's going to have, gradual progression. He's not going to be the best left back in the world, let alone the league or even in England. He might not. Yeah, he probably won't be. Could potentially push to make the squad, but I think he's someone that will be happy not being a key starter and, be happy playing that second string to Luke Shaw. And, just happy with the contract he has at the club. And then we can make one more out of all these guys. Mbappe. Don't want to risk Mbappe getting injured. We'll bring Ronaldo. Oh, no, Scholler. Bring on Scholler. He can play all across the midfield, which is pretty nice to utilize him in. Onyeka. All he's on right now, he's on yellow card. But Bruno Fernandes. So it's another corner. Are we going to take it? Not directly from the corner. So that maybe kind of eases my opinions. Okay, it wasn't even a goal in the end. Yeah. We've had, I think, 3 corners in this game and we didn't score from one. So I don't think corners are OP. I think we're just a very good team and we're playing really well and creating a lot of chances. Of course, we're going to have more corners than our opponent. So, yeah, I think that's just the case. Look, another corner. And we still don't score directly from it. But still, that time was more a cross. And this is just going to be a consideration if it's a penalty or not. Completely different argument. I would say penalties have been pretty balanced too, actually. I really think a lot of the gameplay things have been balanced. There's not too many things that are OP, like or happening too much or too few, like times in games. Let me know your thoughts up in the comments. What your thought from the gameplay? Like Bruno Fernandes, 100th goal of his career. Bruno has 100 goals in his career now. It's 5-0, but yeah, let me know. I'm actually I think they have the balance really, really right currently. I don't want them to mess with it too much, to be fair. Maybe I don't know if it's just because I'm United. Maybe make it a little bit harder because, yeah, just bring up some more challenges maybe. Maybe it makes sense with the strength we have in the team. Should be dominating like this with a pretty solid tactic. So, yeah, maybe we're just doing well with a good team. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that time it's direct. For me, that's fair enough. It's almost too many. And we don't need to see the replay there, but first directly scored from a corner from 11. I say 1 goal every 11 corners just in this game. Obviously, it's not going to be same every game, but yeah, I wouldn't say that's overpowered. That's a pretty decent balance. Almost going the other way. Closer to not enough. But yeah. Especially if we end on 14. Up to 15 and only 1 goal scored. I never focus on it that much. So, I've been thinking about it a bit because another save I'm playing. But yeah, that's in the lower league. So that tends to happen. More set piece goals and poor set piece defending. Anyway, I thought it was going to be a bit of a tighter challenge considering how they were going. I guess not. And look at this. Record number of wins. 29 matches is a new season record, or the new team record, and league goals. 107 league goals is a new team record there as well. 107. That says a lot. What is that again? Record wins and league goals. Yeah, record wins and goals record. I have to say record twice. Yeah, record wins and goals. If I go back to Mbappe, what I said was a valuable signing, like a bargain. One of, 90 million, you probably wouldn't say many players would be bargains for that. But what he's provided with his goals and what he's actually valued at now, just off of that, if you forget how he's performed, that's really below his value, his proper value. And let alone with what he's doing. And the years he has ahead. So you could probably, have him 7-8 more years at this level. And that when you're a team like United, that's worth that money. There's not many you could have got for cheaper playing at that level. All right, Man United 2020 scholars announced. So it's interesting now. How about that? And I find that realistic. I'm really happy about that because not all the time who appears as the best young talents in the team. Youth players are going to make progression. Some are going to get better than others. It's not so, exact. Another one can make more science. So we didn't have elite before. We had like 3 under top talents and we thought, okay, they're going to be described as top talents as the best one. But no, it's elite, which makes sense because that's kind of green, highlighting. That makes sense. So James, I mean, he's got 316s already in attributes that all fit in, like especially passing technique. If you switch those, that would be perfect. Imagine he has 16, passing technique, vision. That's that creative player right there. So we still want the vision to get better, but isn't he going to be good? He could be very good. So just taking a look at a couple things for him in terms of pros and cons, but got pretty good determination. I mean, it's not poor. It's 12, along with work rate of 12. So it's good enough where he's going to train. He's not going to be training poorly, especially the professional personality. Anything lower, if it was a bit like, if it was 10 or lower, you might worry about that. But it's something where it's a good level it's going to improve from. Oh, Champions League as well. Liverpool. Milner gets sent off. I don't know. We'll see. But what do we say about Chelsea? With Zidane taking over, I'd actually worry coming up against them now. New manager coming in. They can often start really, really well. I actually think that they'll get the better of Liverpool and maybe prove us a test, but we've got to beat Atletico first. And here we will get into this one now against Atletico Madrid. Apply the opposition instructions, and let's see. De Gea still injured. He's back in 2 days, so we leave him here. We leave him. I think we leave the team as well. We leave it how it is. Jadon Sancho, we can obviously add to the bench. McTominay as well, and it's going to be relatively strong. Could have a lot of options we can make a change with. But I think, relatively strong to start this way. Actually, we'll take up McTominay there. Funnily enough, Donny van de Beek, Atletico Madrid have got minor interest. So, maybe not too relevant. We're just playing them here, but Cristiano. You think about it. As I said, want to give the faith in Greenwood. Scored, so he's in good form. Can he do it on the big stage? But this will be in front of the fans, so I think we're pretty happy to start him here. And we've got the good team in front of him there to supply the balls. Mbappe, Fernandes, Rashford, Pogba pushing forward as well. So let's go see that here. Atletico Madrid, they've got Felix, Carrasco, Griezmann, Koke. So they're familiar. They've got their familiar boys in. We're only really missing De Gea, and probably the last game we'll be missing him. So let's go. Heaton, he's put in a good shift. But we know this game, the heat is really going to be on. Here we start. Trippier. Nice DePaul. I have a feeling, Tchouaméni, well done. Let's hit him on the break. Mbappe, super dangerous. This is what has been real dangerous in these last few games. Oh, yes, exactly again. That time, they're combining so well. But Mbappe just running wide, running to the byline. That's what's been dangerous. And he cuts it. That move, really confused Llorente, honestly. And maybe even me, his manager. And Rashford was there to just pounce. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Bruno Fernandes. We're looking real dangerous for him today. So here's DePaul. Luke Shaw, just great defending there. Fernandes weaving through to Mbappe. and just sweeping it a little bit. Well done, Mbappe. Like we touched on, that's where we want to, succeed, move on, get the league, go all the way in the Champions League as well. And I think we would have had a successful beta save here. We're right on the way. Here's another corner as well. Bruno Fernandes. That time another one that's not taken. So we're wasting quite a few chances from corners, actually. Pogba had a bit of space. Didn't decide to shoot. Then Tchouaméni to Maguire. Then Shaw lets that run. That was pretty average. But he worked out of that and looked excellent. Luke Shaw to Pogba. Bruno. That was a good chance. Atletico haven't really looked likely, to be fair. Don't want to say that too early. And we do want a decent lead going into the away leg, into the second leg. You don't know how hard it could be away from home. So, yeah, we want to get a bit of a lead here. Mbappe. That doesn't come to anything, but he was hunting it down, and we're going to get it back here. Luke Shaw's been very comfortable at left back today. Tchouaméni. Now watch this play. When we run around, get into this position. Oh, he goes down. And the crop. In this episode, it feels like crosses are OP. But yeah, it's just with how many we're creating. How many chances. But yeah, that's been our strength. Even when we initially waste a chance, got that to Mbappe, you see the tackle, then fell to Wan-Bissaka. He was able to get the space and find Greenwood near post. And they've been mixes. That was a near post. Last time we had one far post. So it's a healthy mix. And now a corner. Could make it 4-0. Almost. So yeah, I think, again, it's the fact of we are creating a lot. Like 7 corners. Trippier goes to Griezmann. So, yeah, they've got good players. They've got good players in attacks. João Felix. But I feel like even non-defenders, players that are not defenders, are defending well. That's wow. And I'm not even reaching on this. That's one of the most strangest goals I've ever scored in FM. That's not even a reach. It seriously is. That seriously is. Let's look at the replay. That was a great ball, but look how this played out after he bet the keeper. Wow. He didn't even need to finish. He just got tackled and it trickled over the line. Well. And I love it that the fact it's recorded and we see this on camera and it'll be in history. It'll be in the history. I can always look back on it. Yeah, I almost want to be at a point now where we kill this. Where we just kill this tie off and we're making the final. Paul Pogba, rest him. Let's bring on Donny. I'm sure that switched where they were, not the actual roles though. Bruno Fernandes. And we bring on Scholler. Get some youth going. Anyone else? No real youngsters in the team. Marcus Rashford. Just bring on, Jadon Sancho coming back. Yeah, those actually all were not just changes for the sake of it. There was, good reasons for all of them. So, 4-0. I think at this point, there's still no coming back. I don't think we even need more goals. Oh, of course, I just remember we can make more changes. Mbappe, bring on from Ronaldo. That's suggested. Greenwood, you can bring on Cavani. It's more the fact of resting Greenwood here. All those subs, very handy. A mix of giving youth a go or some younger players in the team a go and, keeping some other guys fresh. And others coming on to maintain their fitness level. So, it's really good. That's going to be it. It's going to stay 4-0. Happy with that. I can't see in the next leg, even if we're going to be away from home. We just look stronger than them. And regardless if we're going to be away from home, it shouldn't change. It shouldn't change that we were clearly, and we are clearly the better team. You shouldn't see them do this to us. So we continue on after that. We'll just see before we end the episode, do we get anything of note? Not too worried about what he has to say. Maguire and Varane could do with a rest, but we're this close to the end of the season. it's the case. Maybe rest them in the next game. So I'm gonna play Leeds off camera. So next episode, again, just one more to play off camera, which is nice. Atletico Madrid, and then we play Arsenal, and then that's gonna shape the rest of. Hopefully, I don't wanna make any predictions. Actually, just check out Wan-Bissaka. He had a really good game. He got assists, won all his tackles, some key passes. So defensive work was good. But we are going to round it up on that. So guys, if you can get a comment in, leave a thumbs up on the series. Again, this is probably leading us to ending the series after after this first season on the beta. So all this money and stuff, not as relevant. This was what it was probably always going to be. Because I want to have my attention. I really want to work hard on the Journeyman this year. Really excited for doing that series. It's just going to be a lot more interesting to watch. I think the story in it is going to be great to see where we're going to start. Where's going to be our first job, which is always, that first job when you've got no experience, you start unemployed. It'll be a really cool start and a long story, a long series we're going to see this year. So over the next episodes, up until, the full game is going to be released. That's when I do want to, I want to start it when that drops will be good. So only a few days away now, but even I was going to mention on this series, you can see views already dropping a little bit and the game hasn't dropped. So I think I might as well do that challenge save if that's going to be the case. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content either way. I'm really excited to start that series and I'll see you guys in the next one.